Oh, come on. Yes? No. Oops. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Words Till It Hurts from thisandthattech.com. Today I'm going to be doing the NHL 2012 demo for you guys. I have always been a big fan of the NHL series back from, I would say, 2008-9 on. It's been very fluid. The commentary is great in it, but that's not to say there's not some glaring issues, which I'll get into some more while we're playing through the demo here, but let's check it out. Just so you guys know, when you start up this demo, you have to go through the whole EA process, like log into your account or create a new one, so just a minor inconvenience, but I've already done all that, so the game should just boot right up. Some of the issues, I think, with the game were things like the ebb and flow system in online play. You really experienced a lot. Maybe you get up by 3 goals and feel like skill-wise you were dominating, and then all of a sudden your goalie would just fall apart completely. And, you know, it got really frustrating after a while, and I think it really is something they need to look at fixing. I've heard on podcasts before some of the developers talking about it, saying there is some type of built-in kind of ebb and flow system. And yeah, it might make the game more interesting, so to speak, but it does get frustrating when your goalie just can't block anything. It's kind of pathetic. And I should note right here, if you invite a friend to the demo, looks like I'm not logged in. No, I am now. Okay. It says that you can earn a Hockey Ultimate Team card pack if you invite one of your friends from your list. And if you're not familiar with a Hockey Ultimate Team, it's basically a mode where you can create your own team and you unlock card packs, kind of like you did maybe back in the day, collecting cards. And basically make your own team out of these random cards you pull out of these different packs. So just a nice little freebie if you get a friend to check out the demo. They also are touting a different physics engine for this game too, meaning that a lot of the players will get knocked around more. Apparently you can bowl over the goalie now, which is a nice addition to it. You can knock the goal right off its pegs in the ice. And what else did they do? They added something to the effect you could knock players into the bench or through the glass, which I have played the demo a couple times, have not seen that happen yet, so I can't really speak to that at this point. Oh. I do feel like the game's just a little bit smoother. It seems like things like deking and shooting off a deke seem a little bit more snappy, which I would say is more realistic. The other thing I've heard them speak about is that there is a new AI system, meaning your players are supposed to be more reactive and advanced, but I don't know. I haven't felt like they're that much more responsive. They do make a couple better defensive decisions, but the problem in NHL 2011 was the defensive decisions, that they made right near the goal, protecting their own goal. I mean, that part was awful. They'd get burnt backdoor all the time. It's very frustrating. And you'll notice down here on that right corner, I don't know if you guys saw that, a helmet came off. So this player right here doesn't have the helmet on now. So just like little things like that have been added to the game. Oh, go in. Ooh. Oh, I didn't realize it was down by 2. I'm going to have to do something magical. Oh, that's the magic right there, ladies and gentlemen. There's some twins out in the crowd again. It's twin night again. Oh, I like to think that's skill, but hopefully that's not the ebb and flow system kind of kicking in. Should probably switch up my offensive strategy here a bit. I've always been more of a breakout type player on the rush, but you do kind of pay for it sometimes if they get a steal too early like that. Oh. There's another issue that kind of plagued 2011 where I was right around this corner here, and if you get a breakaway and somebody would stick lift you from behind, almost inevitably would you drop your stick. And it was really frustrating, the animation, and that's my other complaint with the game. Sometimes you will drop your stick and your player goes through this like goofy 2-second pause where he can't do anything. He doesn't just reach down and grab his stick right away. And that gets kind of old after a while. The same thing happens when, let's say, you're playing on defense and a forward shoots and you block the puck with your defensive player. And they get hit with the puck in the shin or something, and then they go into this animation where they're like, ow, I got hurt by the puck. And it's like 2 or 3 seconds where you can't control that player. Now, granted, it hurts to get hit by a puck, but nonetheless, like right there, we just saw the animation. It just seems like most professional athletes, and just if you play sports in general, you usually would tough it out if you can, and you're not injured that bad. Like right there, it just, I don't know. I feel like they need some variation there, so it's not always the same type of situation where you can't move for a little bit or control the guy rather. Oh. Wow. I'm just putting on a clinic for you guys. I'm looking good today. You know, I might, since I'm in control of this game, maybe try to take it into overtime and have a shootout. I think that's what I'll do. Just so we can see some more interaction with the goalie. Hopefully they're smart enough to go shoot and not whiff the puck. There we go. There's also a different bit of a system in front of the goal. You can feel the guys jockeying for position more. That part I like because it does get pretty chaotic in front of the net. So you get to feel that a little more while you're playing. Probably shouldn't shoot again since it seems like everything I do is going in right now. Now hopefully I can make this overtime period go pretty quick and get right into the shootout. could have been a goal too, probably. Looks like there's a few more goalie animations too. I haven't noticed as many glitch goals where you could just shoot inevitably from one spot and it would almost always go in. But I do notice there's quite a bit of goals, at least in the past couple demo games I've played of it. Uh-oh. Not what I intended. That's kind of disappointing. That's what I get for throwing the game. Oh, maybe we'll play one more real quick. I think I got enough time left on my video here. Anyway, back to what I was saying with the glitch goals. I noticed quite a bit when, let's say, an opponent is shooting and you check him right as he shoots. A lot of those seem to go in. Granted, maybe the goalie's view is blocked, but that seems a bit excessive still. And to be fair, it's the demo, so who knows? They might just be setting up the game to be moved fast, a lot of goals, so people get pumped up about the game. Usually with online play, they always update the game periodically every couple weeks, months, or whatever with an adjustment to the skills. Like maybe they slow down every player a bit or speed them up, just depending on what the community wants, which is kind of nice because at least EA is paying attention to what the people want. Oh, wide open. I did have quite a few shots go wide in other games I played, or high, where they were wide open in front of the goal, and for whatever reason it seems like your player kind of misses on a fluke. I don't know if that's just like a statistical thing and all of a sudden they can't shoot. It's kind of odd when that stuff happens. Sometimes it is my fault, I'm sure, and I could admit that, but when you see it happen over and over again, especially when you play a lot of online games, you start to criticize that ebb and flow system a bit more. It gets frustrating. That was nice. We got to see the AI step in there, make a good decision. Oh, that was pretty. Now, you can see right now I can switch between my lines and also like my offensive strategy. A big problem in the game before was like during replays or between frozen pucks. You could make the change at first, but then the replay would start and all of a sudden it wouldn't work. And then it would be like 2 or 3 seconds before it kicked in and you could start making changes again. That got really frustrating because sometimes it was almost too late, like the face-off was already beginning and you were still messing around with play changes. So they seem to fix that to a degree. It still does quit working for a few seconds, but it still overall seems a bit smoother than before. Is he offsides? Like right now I can change here. You'll see I can make line changes. Then it stopped for a minute and now it's working again. So yeah, definitely better than it was before.